Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Knock, your host. On the official forums, every once in a while we get someone that comes along and posts one of their homegrown base designs. And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. It's a mix, just like all the bases that we discuss here on the channel. But recently we had one that posted two of his bases. And there was a bit of a debate that came up with these two. And these are Kabetti's bases, Ice Rig and the Crack. And you can see it was 4 pages long, and then he ended it with "show me the money," basically. Show me somebody at a high level defeating this base. So I went on the Kusfun Noct account, and I replicated the two bases, and I just did a minion drop attack, just a basic level 14 minion drop attack. The walls are irrelevant because it's an air attack, so it doesn't matter what the wall levels are. And I did have a cannon that was upgrading. And at first I was going to go ahead and gem it, but then I realized, I'm doing an air attack, so cannons don't make a bit of difference in an air attack. So I went ahead and ran it. The problems with these bases are fairly apparent if you watched my videos or caught any of our discussions on the forums. The way the various defenses are laid out, they're too spread out for the key defenses, which sometimes you can make work, but it doesn't work well in these bases. And how to describe it? The positioning of the key defenses essentially takes them out of the game. Like, for example, you see that beta minion that's sitting there working on the builder hull. Nothing at all to mess with them. I mean, the position of the air bombs is so far away, they're a non-factor. The firecrackers there, also a non-factor. You don't have the overlapping coverage that you really need to make sure that you're able to cover different zones of your defense. The layout is not very good with the walls even. It's really a BH5 layout. You'll see bases that look like this in Builders Hall 4 and 5, but especially in Builders Hall 5. And it just doesn't work very well at Builder Hall 7. In this particular one, I think it took maybe a minute and a half or so to zip through it. And I didn't really plan the attack. I just built a base and then just launched a beta minion and dropship attack from the top of the base. The second one, again, similar. You can see similar design concepts here. Much the same basic problems. The bombs and spring traps and the hidden Teslas and that push traps. Their positioning is so-so, but a lot of them are outside the base and they're not really in the path that the troops would take to get to each one of the different defensive structures and support buildings. Once again, I just came in from the top. To be honest, I completely forgot I had my other balloon. If I had, I would have launched it sooner, and this attack would have taken a lot less time. But I still was able to take out most of the key defenses fairly quickly and easily using my my initial attack run. Once those key defenses were down, it was simply a matter of letting the battle machine loose on it. And you can see I finally brought in that other balloon and bring it in the wrong place at that. But in the end, this particular attack also wraps up very quickly. The initial attack wraps up very quickly with most of the key defenses down. Battle machine comes in. I save the supercharge to take out that crusher, and then literally just work my way around the base, recharging as I go until finally there's nothing that can touch my battle machine anymore. Now this one, like I said, it took a little bit longer because I goofed on my initial deployment of the balloons, but it's still a 3-star. And these were my first attempts on these two bases. I didn't plan, and I didn't really do anything in particular with it. But since the original poster on the forums asked to see some high-level attacks, I went ahead and built them, and they just did a quick attack run from one of my own games.